Hi. Oh, there we are. I am taping. My husband told me to get on here and do a little bit of a thing about me. Well, I'll start the story off. It's in 2011, March 11th, 2011. I had an ex-boyfriend who came home and tried to kill me. I had a dead cell phone. Let's back it up, It started at 5 o'clock that morning. And the day before, I had found out that he had been cheating on me, and I said enough was enough. I'm not going to deal with that. Too old, been there, done that. So I took his DJ equipment and everything to the place he was working. I got a ride back home. I told him, enough was enough. It's done. I'm over. I had put everything out of his outside except for this gigantic TV I couldn't move by myself. And he never came home. 5 o'clock in the morning, he shows up with his sister, niece, this other girl. And they come in the house, and I notice right off that they've been drinking. Probably high, too. But I just noticed that they've been drinking. And I get very frightened. I get very anxious when I smell alcohol. Well, I got away from him. And I ran out the door that time. And he reached behind me, and he was holding me. And I started screaming, "Let me go, you're holding me captive, you're holding me captive." And a car went by. His niece went and told him, "Come on, Theo, let her go, let her go." And he let me go. I ran out to the middle of the street and stopped a city worker who was driving by. Had them call the police, and the police showed up. I told the police, don't let him come. The police show up. I told them, please don't allow him to come back, or he will kill me. Oh, okay, and I said, I need a cell phone, because he just broke mine. And he turns around, gets in his pant pocket, and he's like, oh, not this one, this is my girlfriend's. Then he gets in the other pocket and brings out a cell phone and breaks it right in front of the cops. Sorry about that, I've caught a real bad cold. Well, so, he breaks it in front of the cops. 7 o'clock that morning, they leave. Everybody leaves. I go across the street, I get my daughter's friend to help me move this TV. 7-Eleven, about 7-Eleven, after 7 or so. She yells, "There's Tony." And he gets in the house. I don't know how. He must have had another key. I don't know. He went up the step. Sorry about that. Went up the step. And came back with a blade. A blade, that you cut packages with. And I seen it, and he says, I'm going to kill you, and I'm going to kill myself. Well, I had another cell phone that he didn't know about. And it's those prepaid phones. It was dead. I couldn't call out on it. But I dialed 911 just in case it would go through. And I turned around to run. And I turned around to run, and he jumped me from behind. The next thing I know, I'm on the floor. And the blade, I could feel it going in my neck. Right here. And then it sliced. And another one sliced. Another one sliced, and I finally get it away. By now I'm bleeding everywhere. And I get it in my hand. This hand, actually. There's a scar right there. You probably can't see it very well. And, I'm yelling, help me, help me, help me, help me. And he pulls my hair back like this. And he's hitting me in my head. And every time he pulls my head back, I look over, and there's those girls watching him kill me. The first time he pulled my head back, I noticed Ashley wasn't there. The second time he pulls my head back, I noticed that those girls are there. And he keeps on doing it, and I keep on yelling, help me, help me, help me. Well, he kept on hitting me in my head. Finally, he pulls my head back, and I notice that there's a police officer's boots. Oh, I was so thankful when I see the cop's boots. And they tased him. The only reason I know that he got tased is because I heard this sound like an animal scream in agony. Well, they tased him over, I don't know, 10 to 12 times or something like that. He finally got off of me, and I ended up by the wall, by an outlet. Now, by now, my brain is not all there. You know, I'm thinking unrationally, but I'm going, bzz, and I feel like my body's shaking, like I'm being shocked. And I'm thinking, oh, you just survived. Now you're going to be electrocuted by the outlet. No. Reading police reports, I got tangled up in the line. So every time they tased him, I got tased. I finally get away from everybody and I run outside. I crawled to the door, actually. And then I run outside and the police woman's out there. And she says, where's the weapon? I said, this? And it's embedded in my hand. I pull it out. Hold on.